Good morning, Sonder family. We are spread across the United States, and I'm so glad to welcome you to our May Coloring Social. This is the first of three that we'll have this month. I get to facilitate all of them. It is a terrific Tuesday, but most importantly, it is Sherry's birthday, and she is starting her day coloring with us. So I am so excited that that is one of the things that you put on your celebratory day, Sherry. Thank you for joining us. I am Jennifer Ogilvy. I'm coming to you from the Dallas, Texas area. This morning you have Team Texas because on the other end of our call, there she is waving to you. We have Katie coming from the Houston area, and she'll be manning the chat for any questions that you may have along the way this morning. I am, let's see, we've just so you know, you are entered into the self care gift raffle by your attendance at this social this morning. Remember that in coloring socials, we will have the chat going, but we really want you to be able to focus on your mindfulness activity, that coloring. So use the chat as you'd like, but it's okay if you want to just really focus in on that coloring page. Um, Make sure you have your journal. If you don't, maybe you have something else that you can color with. Grab your colored pencils, your markers, your fun pens, and we will get going. I am so excited that we have turned the calendar and we have a new theme for a new month. M Empowerment. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think this is going to be a fun theme to explore and to lean into and really reflect on the empowerment that lives within us. So let's get going, right? With a little wake up activity, get your brain moving. We're going to start our day with an empowerment activity. We're going to color. I'm going to share some things about mandalas because our coloring page is fabulous this month. And then we'll close and I'll share the song list that I've chosen for us this morning. You may notice a theme in the songs that you'll hear today. So let's start off by thinking about empowerment in our life. And what I'd like you to do is find just a place in your journal, and you can see this month's journal is kind of cool because we've got a couple of extra pages up there at the front with the calendar since April and May kind of, there was a little bit of April in last week and then May started and so I just used one of those extra pages that were there, and I'd like you to write the word empowered vertically, and then for each letter write something that you can do or you have done that makes you feel your inner power. And I'll put on a little bit of music and let you respond to this prompt and come back and check on you. Okay, so we got our brains going with empowerment in our lives. And if you didn't get this finished, no worries. You can go back to it later. So, you guys, I have been sitting on a slide to share at a coloring social for months. So, here it goes. I've been waiting for this. You get a special treat. This has cracked me up. I have started coloring to manage my stress and anxiety, and I am so pumped about the mandalas that we're going to be working on. So this could be a technique that you use. I know it's pretty funny. Like I said, I've been waiting for just the right moment to use that. Um, but anyhow, the mandala is a really cool thing to color. You have chosen to have your meditation time this morning by sitting and coloring, which keeps your brain focused. And the benefits of meditation and mindfulness are so empowering for your overall well-being. It will improve your ability to manage stress. You'll be more resilient and you'll have strength to recover from problems. And then, there's physical benefits. It will lower your blood pressure. And then by sitting and being mindful, you have more compassion toward others. You feel more tuned in to your day to day, which will help you improve productivity and then higher levels of confidence. So, our coloring time together is a very good, empowering activity to do. So there's our mandala for this month. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting to take a look at a little bit of information about mandalas. It is a Sanskrit word and it means circle. And they generally have that one identifiable center point. And then from that, right, comes all the array of symbols and shapes and forms. And they're very powerful because when you think about it, mandalas are found all over nature. You see them in flowers and seashells, pine cones. And so it's a pretty empowering graphic, right, to sort of relate to our life. The psychologist Carl Jung is credited for introducing the mandala into Western thought through his research on the unconscious thought through art. Just what happens to your brain while you are in a creative state, and he believed that mandalas and the urge to create them are kind of associated with this unconscious urge to create balance in ourselves while we navigate life and personal changes. So, in essence, the mandala represents the connection between our inner worlds and the outer reality. Very empowering. I've already pulled some folks have just sat down and got busy. So I wanted to share some of these examples. The three that go from the left to the middle are from our Sonder family. And then I did a couple of these over here as a way to show you that this is a very intricate coloring page this month, but you don't have to feel like you need to color every single little detail. And Heather just shared her hands feel a little shaky from tremors. So um, this is a technique you can use that might help with that. Is just like these petals are all colored in one color, and then I just went back over with my colored pencils and brightened the border, the outline there. And then I've introduced this to you guys before, where you just draw some boxes, or you could do squiggles and just create spaces to color. And so then, for example, right here is just a yellow space, and then you can go back and highlight if you want, but creating a bigger space to color in is really good if you do have some motor skill things that are going on and keeping you from doing, that fine intricate work. This is supposed to be a stress reliever, not a stress creator. So we want you to get the most out of this practice. And remember, this is your page. You don't have to turn this into anybody. So there is our coloring page. And while we begin, I wanted to share that if you color it in a very mindful way, using the idea of that mandala and the mandala and what it does. If you start from the center and work outwards, you can imagine that that center heart is the deepest part of your soul. And think about right now how you feel there and what color represents that feeling for you. I think I'm going to the one in my journal, I'm going to color with blue. I'm feeling pretty chill and happy these days. I love the month of May. It's very special in our family. It's both of my kids' birthdays, and I just love turning the page to May. So it can be helpful to think of the inner rings that, like right here, that make up the core of the mandala as you. Your heart, your soul, the way you feel about yourself at the deepest level, and then as you move outwards, you can color the petals to represent different areas or places in your life and make those things very meaningful. You don't have to be that thoughtful and conscientious when coloring. You can just color it because it's beautiful and you're taking advantage of the practice. But that is a way to kind of reframe making that a little more meaningful in your life. So remember, there's no right or wrong ways to do this. This is your coloring practice and your mindfulness time. Take some deep breaths. I'm going to play a few songs and then I'll pop back in and check on you and see how you are feeling. I'm just going to check in with you guys. I hope that the music has helped you kind of center yourselves and that you're diving into this page. Remember, mandala coloring can be so easily combined with journaling for self care. We know how worthwhile it is to write down our feelings and there there are some of those days, that you just don't feel that like I just don't have words. And so when you have difficulty thinking about maybe how to put something down on paper and you're struggling with that, it's very helpful to think maybe just go to a mandala or a coloring page and do that practice as an alternative to writing in your journal. It's a very simple therapeutic art activity that will allow our natural creativity to have an outlet and express ourselves without feeling like we got to find those right words. So, anyway, I think coloring this mandala can really help center our minds while we nurture our soul. So, let's get back to some more music and enjoy coloring your mandala. Okay. My friends, if you are comfortable doing so, you're welcome to come on camera and share your progress so far this morning with your Sonder fam, as well as your smiles. I didn't realize we had two birthday girls in the crowd today, Sherry and Carolyn. So happy birthday, ladies. Thank you for letting us be part of your party. I've got just that little bit. I'm going to be coloring till August, I think. Oh, wow. I think some of you got a head start, maybe. Hey, everybody. Good morning. They look fabulous. Be sure you're scrolling through and checking out your fellow Sonder fam. Those look great. I am loving the mandala this month. And oh, Christine, I love that red heart in the middle. That's like, oh, yes, that empowerment. They look fabulous, guys. I love it. I think we're going to have a lot of fun finishing these up this month. And there's lots of mandalas online that you can go and print off if you really dig coloring that circular shape. It's a very empowering shape. The unbroken circle is a pretty significant thing in our life. So this is really, oh, you've got a whole book of mandalas. Love that. Oh, and you've been coloring. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, you guys, this is amazing. Amazing, amazing. Let's see. Let me get, all righty. Well, you guys, I hate to tell you this. We are kind of at the end of our time together. It always goes by so quickly when we spend time together. So if you want to take a picture of this, of your mandala, share it in the Sonder Club. Let's see. And then, of course, we have these awesome, um, beautiful, beautiful QR codes here that'll get you to the survey, join you up with Sonder Club if you're not already a member, and the YouTube link to our recordings. So these will be made available. Give us a couple of days. They have to render the videos first before they do that. And finally, there's the playlist from this morning. I was really leaning into the theme of our circle, our Sanskrit circle. So you guys join me. We'll be doing this a couple more times this month if you want to finish up with us. And have a wonderful day, Sonder fam. Thank you for coming and joining us in our coloring activities today.
Song, or you know that this is really love. Yeah, you know that this is really